NDMC4997 is asking how to do a tripod effect, basically a packaging that you can shrink wrap with nCloth. So I have an idea, so let's jump right in. With the tripod effect, I guess maybe what I would do is create a couple planes. This is definitely a tricky effect for sure. And for one of them, I want to have a lot more density. I think maybe I'll do 30. Should be okay. This guy, keep as is. We're gonna do a torus in the middle, I think. I'll keep bottom one. Gonna want to keep these guys close. I'll duplicate another one and just scale down a bit. Maybe like so. How do I do this? Or put a sphere in the middle, I guess. Alright. So keeping the two resolution different, I'm hoping to get some wrinkles on the sides. But I will need to lock down the edges. So let's see. First thing first, we'll turn this into nCloth. Turn all this into passive collider. And maybe I'll change the color to make it easier to see. Alright. So this is already cloth object. If I play, it's gonna sim it like that. Yeah, so the first thing first, I think what I'm gonna try to do is we'll select the edges. And let's do point to surface constraint. So this is gonna be my edges of sticking together. And in here, I'm gonna change the length scale to 0. And I'm going to check on exclude collisions. That way there's gonna be tight seal. If I don't do that, then it's gonna have a gap in between, basically. So yeah, check it out. Right away we can see something is happening, which is good. Turn off that. I think the collision could be too big in here. Ooh. But that's somewhat reasonable. Well, this one's also pretty large. All right, and now we want to do the middle parts of it. And I think what I will do is just paint it, give a more organic look. The key is I need to do middle one for sure. Don't want to miss out any middle ones. But on the outside, I can kind of just randomly paint it. Like maybe I'll do like this. Hopefully this is kind of gonna give me some wrinkles in between. That's kind of the idea. Why I don't want to do exact. Obviously, some of these is going to share constraints on the outside, so hopefully it's not going to conflict too much. Let's give this one a try. So again, going to surface constraint. Whoop. Going to surface constraint. And then I guess we can also do 0. Right. So what's the problem here? The problem is the mesh seems a bit jaggy, so I want to just up the collision a little bit better. Let's do this, and I want to up the compression as well. And I could lower down the bend resistance, maybe that will again give me more wrinkles. Actually, I might even do 2000 there. And let's do 50 and 20 on the subdivision. Up in there, I guess it's too... okay, actually, I need to subdivide this guy. I think the collider also need to be having more subdivisions. Alright, try this again. Okay, kinda there. But the thing is, I guess kinda just depends how, because of this is a bit inaccurate. Let me just up these a little bit more. Did that seem better? Ah, a little bit better, yeah. And then so what I would do probably is to maybe smooth the mesh afterwards. Right? So then you kind of get a little bit the wrinkles, then you kind of has something to conform. If you don't like it, let's say this collision is not accurate, we can up the thickness just a little bit more and see how it goes. Okay, alternatively we can also do maybe just 0.01, but this is going to create a gap, so yeah, you might have to just play around with the numbers a bit just to see what's going to be good for you. You don't really need to sim it, it's just one frame, because the rest of the length scale is going to shrink all the edge length. You could animate the rest length scale on these constraints and then see what it does. Basically, you start off with 1 and then go to whatever the number you want to be. 0 obviously are the points going to go on top of each other, so you can see them basically pulling the cloth and object together. So yeah, I hope I hope that answers the question. If you want more wrinkles, I guess you could maybe blend shape or shop model in, but this should get you most of the part there. Alternatively, maybe more wrinkles could come from more randomized mesh, meaning they're not all evenly quad. You could do some sort of, I guess, like jagged polygons and triangle and stuff like that. It's not good for nCloth, but that's probably one of the solution. But anyway, hopefully that helps, and good luck.